Cool man rejects thirsty woman. During the winter months, living in solitude can get pretty lonely and women everywhere fall into the cycle of bad dates and broken hearts. However, these are some tips to help relieve the tension and help them attract the mate they deserve. Everyone you meet. I repeat, everyone you meet is not a potential mate for life. Some people come into our lives to teach us something about ourselves, or what we absolutely do not want for ourselves. It's extremely important that you get to know the man before you, and quite often what you see is not what you get. Start off treating him like the friend he is and see if he will do the same for you. It is not uncommon for a man to skip the friend part and want to get intimate with you immediately. His libido won't let him focus, but you deserve a strong foundation with someone you are comfortable with, and you can know on a deeper level. It is the only way to truly know if the guy you want is hubby material, or should you be looking for the nearest exit. It's one thing to send a good morning text. It's sweet, it's friendly. But if you are the one constantly sending them every morning, perhaps it's time to see if he will consider you and return the favor. Women have to allow a man to pursue them because they are natural hunters, and you run the risk of jumping the gun and ruining his efforts. Perhaps he woke up a little later than usual and he didn't want to say good morning, but you beat him to the punch. Relax a bit and let him communicate with you first sometimes. What if he doesn't text back? No worries. People are genuinely busy these days, but if it becomes a growing trend, he's just not that into you. If a man wants you, he will be willing to keep the lines of communication open via text and phone, wanting to meeting you in the middle. If he doesn't want to, then he's not the guy for you, and that's cool as well. The saddest thing in the universe is a woman who keeps texting a guy and winds up having an entire conversation with only herself. When your best friend says, "I'll call you back," do you wait in a chair by the window for that call, or do you casually let time pass and go on to do other tasks? We both know the answer to that. Why on earth would a woman wait on a man or anyone else, for that matter, before she decides to live her life? I don't care how many hours it takes. When a man says he will call you back, then you let him. If he doesn't, it is his loss, and you can now decide for the next call, because he will suddenly get over that amnesia on whether or not you have the time or energy for conversation. It's so simple. If a man has enough space to be himself and do his thing with no control, then he'll date you up comfortably. A man of true character is about action and not about the words. You could be so much further in your career goals if only you took the time to research how to get there. Men are competitive and do not allow relationships or anyone to get in the way of their success or ambition. If a man like that is what you crave, then guess what? He's looking for that same type of woman. Naturally, those two types of individuals attract each other. It's much better to list your profession as a lawyer instead of a snoop, and if he catches you, it's over. The real research on a man happens during the listening stages, when you ask questions and he responds. Men say what they mean and get straight to the point. A woman should not present yourself as though she is available around the clock. No one should be that available. If you are, then maybe you should reprioritize your life and focus on the things that are really important besides a relationship. Be respectful of your time and selective of who you chose to spend it with. A woman teaches a man how she wants to be treated, so if you want to be regarded with high esteem, cut back on the after 10 p.m. phone calls and let it be known that the only time he can see you is on a planned outing or date which doesn't involve you coming over just to Netflix and chill. If he wants to take you out and you already have pre-made plans, offer to take a rain check. A real man will view your independence as sexy and will understand that he has to come correct to fit into your schedule. If you drop everything on a dime just to spend time with him, the message you send is that you are awk with having the relationship progress on his terms. This will leave you feeling rejected when he doesn't return the favor. It's raining men. Even when it seems like there's a drought of handsome and successful men, the truth is a good man can literally appear out of thin air. It is when you are least perceptive to it, or even looking, that the real miracle of a man appears. I encourage being social and meeting new people, but not just men. Go out to festivals, take yourself to dinner, learn new things, take dance classes, cooking lessons, and become a well-rounded woman that any man would be lucky to have one day. But don't do it for that reason, do it for yourself. Be great inside so you can shine on the outside wherever you go. I am a firm believer in female empowerment. We are not enemies, but we are sisters who need to always support one another. True power comes in numbers, and for that reason alone women must always stick together. Love should come easy and never forced. What is for you is definitely for only you, and there is someone out there for everyone. Confidence is key in anything that we do, and if you want something bad enough, most times you get it. Sometimes the woman who stays calm and has a natural grace about her is the one that captures all the men in the room. Everyone is different, and just because you aren't being aggressive doesn't mean you don't stand a chance with the guy of your dreams. Once he notices you sitting in that corner being free and laughing with friends, he'll be yours in no time.